everybody.
Welcome.
Oh God. Oh wait, hold on. Jesus, Don. Why do you always have to?
The only time you'll get near the mic.
I know, Jesus. Okay, wait.
My signature thing.
All right. Welcome back, everybody, to the 5th, I believe. Is this the 5th episode? I'm not even. I can't even remember anymore.
The 5th anniversary.
Welcome to the. I believe what is the 5th episode of the Randomizers podcast. It has been a while, but it's because I've just been lazy to find more guests. I have been finding more guests, but
we've all been lazy.
I wanted to, I wanted to do one with my friends again.
Yeah.
And tonight we are going to be talking about our main subject, which is basically like game theories and game lore and stuff like that. But the main game that we'll be focusing on. Wait, hold on. Where is it? Wait, where is it again?
Don't worry about that.
Oh crap! Hold on. Let me change the thing. There we go. Bloodborne theories and stuff like that. Because we were during our playthrough of Bloodborne, we just got so deep into the lore, and we just thought, like, why not talk about it more on a podcast episode?
Yeah, we kind of went a little bit too deep. Can you recall?
Well, we went balls deep.
Yeah, it was like I hesitated. I lost a lot of my consciousness. I went into my primal state, and I just showed it to her. I put it on the bed, and she was looking at it with such treachery. Like, oh my God, I thought he was a gentle creature, and it's just this iron giant. But yeah,
he's gonna go Superman on me.
But you forget because it's that intense. But
I was basically going into
because you started with Dark Souls. You were talking about Dark Souls.
And like how it's kind of connected with Bloodborne with like the DLC and stuff like that.
Yeah. I went pretty deep into that, but it's just a theory.
But like mine want to reiterate though for the people who haven't seen the series of our Bloodborne playthrough with Ruben. Yes.
Check it out, please.
But do you want to recap though? Just like a small recap.
Yeah, because we talked for a long time, dude.
Yeah, we did.
And like before we knew it, it was like a 1 hour and a half session.
I know. And that's why, like, for that last episode where we actually started talking about the lore and stuff.
Anyway.
I even put in the description, I didn't want to edit any of this stuff out. It was too deep.
So basically I was talking about how there are like insanity levels in Bloodborne. But you reach a certain state where you're like, this is supposed to be what's actually real. Or before, what if you were actually insane and you're just walking every day and doing your daily shit when you should be killing these things that are spreading disease and like infecting everyone, and they're just because they're insane as well. Shit like that. Not exactly, but
anyways, what I was talking about in the last episode when we were playing Bloodborne was the beginning, like where did it all start? How did the world of Bloodborne came to be? And it went back to the ring city of Dark Souls. And I basically said with Slave Knight Gale, when he went to go look for the Dark Soul, how he found it in the Lords of Pygmy.
Yeah.
And how they had the Dark Soul, but it wasn't a soul. It wasn't a soul. It was blood. Like it was in their blood.
It was in their blood.
And the way they sucked it out. The way he got it out.
He knew it with blood.
He fucking. Oh yeah, no.
That's the Dark Soul.
He sucked it out.
What's a magnificent smile?
The sweet blood. Okay.
He sucked it out.
Yeah.
And he drank it.
He drank that shit.
And then you basically kill him.
Oh.
And you take the Dark Soul to that lady who's drawn the painting.
Yeah.
To make a new world for people to live in.
And she uses it as paint.
She uses it as paint.
The blood as
it's
paint.
Still blood.
Yeah.
It's blood.
It's blood.
It's blood.
It's blood. And then like the world that she makes is possibly Bloodborne.
Yeah.
Maybe.
And that's what I wanted to talk about in the podcast. Just a little mini theory. Maybe that's why it's called Bloodborne. Because it was born of the blood that was used to paint that world.
Yeah. But
and that's why the whole world it goes around blood. It's basically.
The Dark Soul.
But like what I question though, this
Dark Soul
That-
is
that-
Bloodborne.
That would be really cool.
The Dark Soul's child, after 9 months of labor, is Bloodborne.
and after, but it's a painting. It's 9 months after drying.
After drying,
Dude,
it's so wet. It's the wettest blood ever.
But dude, this theory makes sense.
And it's cold there, so it doesn't even dry properly. You gotta wait longer.
Oh, but what I question though, like this
Don't
woman,
even get started on layers, man.
2 coats. What I question though, like this woman, she made this world, but you said that she made it like for everyone to live in, but like, did she make it to be safe? Because
She made it for everyone to be safe. Like anyone could go in there. Because in Dark Souls 3, everything is dying. Like the linking of the fire has been done so many times.
like it's all ash.
Yeah,
It's
it's
just-
pretty much
it's all
almost the
ash.
last time.
Yeah, because the character that you're in Dark Souls 3, you're what is called an Ashen One.
Yeah.
You're basically the third ringer, like the last resort.
Yeah.
It's because when the linking of fire is threatened, like a bell will ring all the time, and when that happens, undead people, like the undead curse starts to come, and so people have to go and link the fire again, like, and sacrifice themselves. But no, people don't want to do that anymore. So then they brought back the people who linked the fire, like ages past.
Yeah.
It's the Lords of Cinder.
Yeah, the Lord. If you're a Lord of Cinder, it's like you can kind of be summonable through your ash, right?
Yeah, but they didn't want to
Or
do
your
it.
ember.
They didn't want to
Yeah.
do it either. So it's up to you. You're basically like a person who tried to link the fire, but they failed.
But it makes sense because you failed,
So this is like your second
and
chance.
they're the ones who actually succeeded. But then they came back and they were like, "I don't want to do that again." It was like, "Oh, it's a one-time go, bro. I don't want to be a hero again. Now I'm all powerful and shit."
I don't want to do that anymore.
I want a little Polly. But yeah, so you go, and at the end of the deal, like at the end of the DLC, the Ring City, you go deep into the future, and there's just nothing but ash and like destroyed kingdoms and stuff.
Pull a Back to the Future?
Yeah, you pull it back to the future, and that's where you find the Dark Soul.
Shit.
And that's where you use it to make a new world.
But like, if this,
Every hole's a goal.
but if this world, if this painted world was supposed to be safe, and if it was Bloodborne, then how the hell did it get corrupt? Then, if it was Bloodborne, then, like, how would like a safe world get
Bloodborne,
beast?
Well, Bloodborne isn't exactly corrupt. It's just think
Like,
think
it
about
just gets infected by beasts and
And
stuff.
that's what I'm saying. It revolves around blood. So it's basically that's its shit. And then with Dark Souls, it's souls.
Yeah, like, okay, now
But the soul isn't a soul.
it's blood.
It's blood.
But like, what?
No, it's the blood echoes. The shit we always ignore. We just call it blood. It's fucking blood. But they call it blood echoes. So whatever the fuck blood echoes are, that's not a soul. I don't think.
It's not.
Exactly. It's what I'm saying.
But like, now that I'm thinking of it, from what I remember, what Don was saying too, from the last episode, like possibly the people living in this world fucked it up. It's the people themselves that mess it up. And yeah, but yeah, you guys keep talking. I will be right back, real quick.
Oh, okay.
I just need to check on some stuff. I'll continue what I was saying right now.
So yeah, basically, I was talking about how in Bloodborne, there's the girl who's like chosen, and she's like, she has like, I don't know, extremely bad cramps from her fucking, time of the month,
She has that.
That's what she was going through when we encountered her. Yusefka, remember her?
Fuck. Okay. She was having cramps?
That's why she was like on her knees, dude. And she was holding her stomach area. It's not because she was gonna throw up or she couldn't breathe. It was because she fucking had like cramps like in her lower area, you know.
Damn.
And that's why when you cut her, she has a third of an umbilical cord.
Mm-hmm. So she was about to have a baby?
She was about to have something. Because like I was saying, with Bloodborne, even though it resolves around like blood and like if your beasthood kind of shit, like how beast you are as, I don't know, an individual, I'd guess. But fucking, it resolves around that.
Mm-hmm. Sorry.
It's the same thing with the dead curse. The
what?
dead curse you were talking about in Dark Souls. It's the same
The
shit.
undead.
but with
The undead curse.
But with
Here
beasthood.
I come.
It's
Sorry,
the
I was
beasthood curse.
moving something heavy.
So to speak. It's not like officially called that.
Okay, what I was gonna say though, what's it? You think what I'm thinking of it, like what Don was saying in the last episode, it could be like a euphemism for like how people can mess up the world. And so like in this new world that was created, that was supposed to make people safe, the people themselves made it bad by making this, by like possibly like causing this like virus or whatever that makes the beast with the
Well,
blood.
It just kind of makes sense. I mean, look at any kind of... Get away from me. Look at any kind of world and, like, the Bloodborne universe, like, Yharnam and all that, and Dark Souls, and, I don't know, whatever the fuck, McDonald's. Like, just look at all that shit, and they have their own things going on. And that's what I'm saying. Dark Souls resolves on souls, and there's curses, and there's all this shit. And with Bloodborne, it's like beasts, but then you have those weird shits, like the mutated sacks of arms just crawling around,
And aliens.
and aliens,
The puff boys.
the kin. What is it? The ancient ones,
Ancient ones?
the ancient ones, Cthulhu,
The gods.
Yeah, they're
the gods,
ghosts.
Cthulhu.
Cthulhu himself.
It's H.P. Lovecraft.
Yeah, that's why
Yeah.
it's amazing, and it's different. That's what I'm saying. Like, I don't think it's gonna be the same. It's just like a spinoff.
You think there's
don't-
gonna be a Dark Souls 2? I mean Bloodborne 2?
No, I think they're gonna make a remake of Bloodborne. Bloodborne's gonna be Demon Souls,
What?
and they're gonna remake something else, and that's gonna be the Dark Souls of Bloodborne.
Yeah.
Bloodborne's Demon Souls. It's just a one-off thing that they're doing.
Oh,
But
I
they're gonna
gotcha.
remake off of that something like a
Yeah.
franchise. That's what I think. Because if they did a sequel, it'd have to be pretty fucking good. Otherwise, it's just the same shit.
Yeah.
Because a lot of people like Bloodborne.
Yeah.
Probably even more than Dark Souls.
Yeah, I mean, like there's a lot of love for Dark Souls, but the fans aren't like as excited and hyped. Whereas Bloodborne fans, I don't know, maybe they have ADHD because they play a game where you just don't block, you just kind of keep moving like a fucking crackhead.
Because honestly, I like Dark Souls a lot.
Yeah,
And
me
well,
too.
And I played
it's all over now.
I played Bloodborne, and my God, I got so frustrated.
Yeah, it's
Oh
really,
yeah,
it
you started
changes it,
playing
man.
it.
It changes it, man.
I started playing it, and my God, I kept getting frustrated.
It will fucking crush your dreams into the dirt.
Like,
So
remember
fun.
remember what you told me, Ruben, that like if you just ignore some enemies, they will find you.
Yeah,
That happened to me once. It was like in the main area where like that big gate is, and behind it it's like the big fuck.
oh yeah.
I killed him.
Giant.
I killed him once, and then like I died, and then I ran all the way back. I'm just gonna ignore him this time. And then like I went towards like where the two dogs and like the dude with the gun is, and then like as I was fighting them, out of nowhere the big dude just like comes in like, where the hell did you come from?
Jesus, dude. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. They track you, dude. It's just sometimes they'll get stuck on shit or their AI.
You
is
think they
just
track you
retarded.
by your blood?
No, dude.
They smelled the blood.
It's because every time
This
you kill,
floor is too
it's because
clean.
every time you kill someone, your outfit and your weapon gets covered in blood.
Yeah,
You
that's
think that's how they track you because they can smell it?
well. The point is, you're a hunter. You're supposed to cover yourself, but for some reason, you're pretty much invulnerable to it, so to speak.
Should have made like a
playing the
ghillie
game.
suit type of.
Yeah, it's basically what all your gear is, because they only give you resistances. They don't give you much defense.
Or
Like the highest
strength or
defense
stuff.
it gives you makes you slow as fuck, which just basically turns you into Dark Souls character with the shitty moveset because it's
Or with
you know.
Smo's nipple clamps.
Smo's nipple clamps.
Where you can't even like freaking dodge roll because they're too big and heavy.
Right, I can't run.
Help me prepare.
Yeah,
My movement has been crippled.
but yeah, we should try to play that shit all together now.
Like what? Like
Wait. So, what do you think of like FromSoft's new game that they're making?
Exactly
Code
what I was
Vein?
about to say.
No, not Code Vein.
which one?
That's Konami.
That's
no.
Konami. Code Vein.
No, it's not Konami. It's fucking Bandai Namco.
Okay,
Oh.
okay, then. That's
Konami.
Konami.
No, fucking Shadows Die Twice.
Shadows died twice. They said they were doing a new project, and the only thing that it showed was a picture that just said in white text with the period, "Shadows died twice."
What?
Don't
And
forget
so-
the video.
Don't forget the video. It shows like kind of like some Bloodborne-esque shit, like something spinning maybe, or like
Oh.
cranking up, and like you could only see the shadow of it, and there's blood, and it's all gross.
Yeah, I remember that. Oh wow!
And there's cloth, and it's like
I don't know what it is.
But it looked like.
yeah.
I wonder if it'll be like at least like a related theme between either Dark Souls or Bloodborne. Darkborn or Blood Souls.
Code Vein though.
Yeah,
That's
I'm not that hyped for it anymore.
Me
I'm just gonna
neither.
wait until it comes out.
me too.
and like see what happens.
I'm not
Yeah.
hyped for it
Same
either.
thing happened with Monster Hunter, but
But
that's
yeah,
some-
now you're into
that's
Monster
some,
Hunter.
That's some good shit, and yeah. Like,
Yeah, I wasn't
appreciate it.
hyped for Monster Hunter either
But
until I
didn't
started
have to
playing.
pre-order it. I just had to wait.
I just want to. I just got into it because like Don told me more about it, and I'm just like, hey, like I've at least heard of this game. Why not try it now since it's coming to console?
Because
I only-
I never had a 3DS, so
Yeah.
and I've always I kind of low key wanted to play it once, like at least once. Now I can, and it's pretty good. And they say it's the best one in the series, and I
Yeah.
completely agree.
Huh.
Yeah.
Best
I-
graphics.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure. And it has the most sales out of all their games now.
Oh, that
They did pretty good for themselves.
Now I'm curious. I'm gonna bring up the display capture again, and I'm gonna see. I wanted to. This is called Shadows Die Twice.
Shadows died twice. What I was
There it is.
what I was
See,
thinking.
the first thing it says Bloodborne. You
I know
don't
it
even,
says Bloodborne.
not even confirmed, bro.
Hey, video.
World premiere.
Yeah, I don't remember this like too well, but I do remember like that it was just a lot of vague shit that it kept showing, and oh,
See, it's like a bone.
oh. From software. And that's when everyone just starts cheering.
Everyone cheer. Now everyone can cheer.
Now everyone clap.
Everyone clap.
Who
It's
gives
just-
a shit? Watch. You know what that is? That's probably the corner lamp in a room. That's it. You know what that is? That's probably it's just the corner lamp in a room for the next game. Some stupid fucking lamp.
But what I what I
Ow.
what I think it is, Shadows Die Twice. It's because back in the day, FromSoft used to make like this ninja series.
Yeah, we were talking about
It
that
had
one
to
of the
do.
episodes.
It had to do something with like shadows.
Yeah.
And I don't know. Maybe they're bringing it back, making it better.
Possibly.
That's what I was
but-
thinking.
Yeah.
But From Software is not shy with like making new IPs and stuff. Like every new IP that they come up with is really good.
That's it, right? Tenchu? Wasn't that the game
No,
that they
no,
made?
no. That's not.
Mm.
I'm not sure. Maybe. Yeah.
Possibly.
I don't know.
I don't know.
Tenchu.
It's like, no, maybe. Yeah, it is.
Could be.
But, yeah, that's crazy, though. You know, it is fun, just like, that. I think those are, like, the best theories with video games, like, how, like, stories and stuff from other games connect to each other. But, like, real connections.
Oh, but who's gonna get Dark Souls remastered?
Me.
I am.
Maybe.
if I'm gonna fight Smo and Artorias and
I wonder what the Solar amiibo will actually do.
I just give his armor.
yeah, just give his
Yeah.
armor.
You think that it would work with like other Nintendo games, like or like any other games that are on the Switch, like
Maybe.
mixing Dark Souls and Skyrim? You can actually get Solar's armor in Skyrim.
Yeah, that would be pretty nice.
That'd be cool, actually.
But you know what? The Switch pretty much saved Nintendo.
Yeah, it did.
They saved
Yeah.
Nintendo.
It was something new and something that everyone was
Careful with
like,
the wire,
hey,
Ruben.
yeah, I felt it. I thought it was your
It's-
dog.
It is-
I was
At
just
this-
shoving it away.
At this point, it's a pretty big success.
Yeah.
Their amiibo sales is doing great. It's a good concept.
And that's why, like, in our group of friends, like, the more and more of us just keep getting Switches.
Yeah, I'm probably not gonna get a Switch anytime soon.
Yeah.
Same. Probably not till next year or the end of this year.
But my brother already has a Wii U, and I know he's gonna be okay with that. So I'm probably the one who's gonna have the Switch in my room.
Hmm.
I don't even want it. I don't even want the Wii U. Fuck that.
Yeah, well, what I was saying, though, like the best kind of theories are, like, stuff from games that connect. I was going to say, like, another good example would possibly be, like, here's an example, like, how, Left 4 Dead and Dead Rising are in the same universe.
Okay.
Because they each have Easter eggs in each game that basically indicate that, like, hey, these are from this game. Like, I forgot what map it was in Left 4 Dead, but in this apartment building, you find, like, a whole, like, letter on the wall written out in, like, some kind of, like, black paint or whatever. And it says, like, Otis can't make it to the chopper. If I don't make it in time, take the survivors to someplace safe. And it says, like, who it's written by, and it says Frank West, which is from Dead Rising.
Yeah.
And then there was a like an arcade like title for the Xbox that came out for Dead Rising, where it takes place like in a facility that holds zombies for testing to make like that Zombrex stuff that they make to like help like slow down the infection. Yeah. And if you do like a certain mission for like this one doctor that's there, she gives you a key to like this cellar where she said that like, oh, like one of my colleagues went insane, so I had to lock him up in that cellar. Like, can you see what happened to him? And then freaking Don, once you kill him and you go further down into like the corridor where he's been locked in blood, it says don't startle the witch, and you could clearly hear like the witch crying behind the wall.
Why are you quiet, my dude? Why are you shook?
Because that's some scary shit. And it's like, it's not even part of that game. So if I heard that the first time, I'd be like, oh, damn, I'm shook.
I know, it's like, what
I
the
am
heck is a
shook.
witch?
I am shook.
I'm shooketh.
I am shooketh.
And like, just wanted to put my own like theories out there for Dead Rising. Like, I bet a lot of people have known now since they've seen gameplay of it. Why the hell are you going off, Don?
Keep talking.
Okay.
It's because like the newest one, Dead Rising 4, which has Frank West in it, he basically dies, but they made a DLC where he turns into a zombie. But the craziest thing though, he knows, like, he's self-aware.
He knows he's a zombie.
Yeah.
Awesome.
And he basically, like, the DLC focuses on him. The DLC focuses on him, like, trying to become human again. And it works.
Oh, what the hell? That's kind of cool.
True
Yeah.
ending, but you have to pay for it.
And it's weird how well it can kind of connected to the first game. Because there was a doctor that was basically the cause of all of it. Because, like, a realistic standpoint here, how they say, like, humans consume too much meat, so we had to find a way to multiply the production of cattle, and it fucking backfired and made zombies. And this doctor,
How the fuck?
Yeah,
How
and-
is that? Oh, we wanted to clone cows so
Yeah.
we can eat them. No, we made zombies.
Yeah, basically, like, how it happened, how it fucked up is that whatever they tried to do to clone more cattle, like, to multiply it faster, it somehow got into, like, a species of wasp, and it messed it up, and it started, like, turning the cows into zombies, and then it actually, like, made people into zombies.
And that's when it started.
Yeah, and that's when it started.
Oh no, the
And-
moo-moos are eating each other.
And how it connected was that in the fourth game they found out that this doctor, he had like a bunker where he was actually like making, like, after like seeing the failed test, he wanted to actually find a cure for it by like this huge ass fucking machine.
Damn.
And apparently Frank actually gets it to work in this DLC where he's a zombie. And like so basically, like, Frank from the first game, he gets bit by a zombie.
Yeah.
Like, at the end of the first game, he gets bit by a zombie. And throughout his whole life, he's just spent his life just with that medicine stuff that just slows down the infection. But then, like, later on, when immunities happen in people's bodies where they just don't turn into zombies, but at the same time, the zombie infection also gets more intelligent and just infects people faster.
Yeah.
I guess Frank's had the infection in him for so long that when he became a zombie, he just became like more intelligent with the infection, and it just made him more self-aware.
Oh, I see.
Yeah, because like in the beginning, he's like actually acting like a zombie, eating people and
Yeah.
shit like that. And then like a doctor that he knew finds him, locks him in a garage, talks to another doctor, and is like, I think we could possibly find like a way to turn him back into human. Because watch, Frank, go pick up that can of motor oil on the shelf. And like he just basically like, he just picks it up and I was like, see? He's smart.
Damn, that's kind of scary.
He's smart.
Yeah. Freaking Don.
I'm sorry. So, me and Joseph were also talking about that Berserk game.
Oh yeah.
That, fucking Dynasty Warrior style.
I did not know that the people from Dynasty Warriors actually made a Berserk game, and it looks fucking cool.
It does look cool, and it actually tells you
Like the story.
like the story up to a certain point.
A berserk?
Yeah,
Yeah.
That's kind of cool.
much better than the 2016 and 2017 do, which I
newest.
I fucking hate. By the way,
I'm just gonna like
I'm
change
pretty sure everyone hates it.
the thing again.
I don't know.
Just for like a little while.
It's pretty much Berserk has gone to the point where people have said that okay, it's unadaptable. People can't make it into an anime.
There we go. Okay, sorry. Keep
People
going.
can't make it into an anime.
Yeah.
I beg to disagree. There's plenty of studios that can do it. I think Madhouse would be the best. But with 2016 and 2017, they just gave it to someone the studio that basically has done just cutesy slice of life animes, and they give them the most hardcore manga or like story that has ever existed, and they just give it to them and they fuck it up. And I fucking hate it.
Here is a theory though, like asking an opinion of your theory, Don. Since this is basically our topic though, like what do you think is gonna happen like further on in Berserk? Because since like I'm still getting into it, but like
Well, right now, there is going to be a huge plot twist in the story
oh god, M. Night Shyamalan.
because, well, it's not like that. I say plot twist because, 21 years ago, in 1997, I told you about Casca. Remember, like what happened to her?
Yeah, and like how she
She basically turns into a potato. Like she's been potatofied. Like no, it's because like she goes she goes
crazy.
Like she goes crazy. She doesn't know who she is.
And her mind basically reverts back to being a child.
She reverts back to a childlike state. Like she's like a fucking 1-year-old.
Oh, yeah.
Right now in Berserk, she's back. She's back, baby.
Like she actually like stopped.
Yeah, the main plot of the story for so long has been taking Casca on a ship across the fucking ocean to an island that no one has ever been to, like to go to like a fairy king, to where Puck, it's basically Puck's homeland. I told you about Puck.
Yeah.
And he said, "Oh, if we take her there, then my king could probably cure her." And Skull Knight tells them too. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Puck's
It's like, yeah, believe this guy.
yeah, believe this guy. They do. The fairy king isn't a king; it's a queen actually.
I love Skull Knight though.
Yeah,
Skull Knight's awesome.
SK is amazing. Anyways, so yeah, they bring her back. Farnice and Shuriken, the two girls, the best girls. We call them best girls. They go into Casca's psyche and they try to like bring her soul back together.
Make her brain like go back to its original state.
Back together again, basically.
Like revert.
They go go through her mind. It's really trippy, but it's also cool. It's a cool chapter.
But wait, I have a question to ask though. Was Guts always loyal? Like, he didn't go with anyone else during his journey?
No.
Okay, good. That's a true sign of a gentleman right there.
Well, I mean, he can't because demons and monsters follow him everywhere.
That's true.
So he's been basically fighting this entire time.
Yeah.
I think in the span of 2 years, but in real life, I mean, it's been fucking 21 years. I was born in 1987 since Casca lost her mind. So this is a pretty big deal right now in the story.
Yeah.
So she's back. And I just read the recent chapter of Berserk. She's actually speaking in real words. She's talking to the main character. She's like, "Oh my god, I'm fucking back." And yes, it's her. But like she says like, "Oh, but there's someone I have to meet. I have to go see Guts." She's like, everything's coming back to her, like what's happened, how she got into the situation, what they all been through. Like she even remembers all the stuff that they all been through, like through their journey. She wasn't there, but she remembers it, and she remembers
her brain still recorded it in some way.
Yeah, she remembers what everyone's done for her. They basically babysit her through this entire time. She goes and she sees Guts, and then she has those memories of the eclipse and of Griffith. And then
Griffith.
And then
some other shit I don't know.
And then she screams like loud
because of what happened to her.
Like she remembers that and she screams, and while she looks at Guts, she remembers all that shit, and then she screams, and then that's it. That's the end of that chapter. So now we have to wait for next month to see what happens.
When like Guts fucking like rips off his arm just so he could like run to her.
Like some fucking wild coyote shit.
Dude, what was it? Crap out. Does it ever indicate that like there is a way to take off like the mark of a sacrifice that they have on them?
What they've you know that little wizard? Like that little wizard girl.
Oh yeah.
What's it? Shuriken?
Yeah.
I just call her Shuriken. But what they've been doing, what she's been doing for him is like putting like a blessing symbol on the mark. So
I guess like so demons won't come as much.
Yeah, basically. Also on Casca, but that they don't last for that long, so she has to be with them.
Kind of like Zombrex in Dead Rising. It only lasts for 12 hours.
I'm not sure if there is even a way to get rid of that brand.
Well, shit.
I know, right? I'm like, wow.
That's not the main focus of the story. The main focus is to like get Casca her mind back. For now, what Mayura said, like fucking 2015, like 3 years ago, almost.
You've at least heard of this, right, Ruben? Like this
is all new to him.
Okay.
Yeah.
You gotta see it. It's actually crazy.
I'm just listening.
What Mayura said, like back in 2015, is that currently the story of Berserk is at 60 to 70% complete.
Oh.
So people have done the math, and that would mean, so at the current rate of Berserk, if a chapter comes out at least once a month, like every year, 10 more book volumes. So around volume 53, 52 is probably will be the end. Right now we're at like 38, 39.
Shit. Now here's another game. Like, I'm sorry, but segueing to another game that we could all possibly make theories on. Because I'm just seeing from like our results of after that video, Death Stranding.
Dude, I was just thinking about that, and the only thing I thought was, what the fuck? I don't know.
This is with freaking invisible monsters and crazy babies.
Okay.
Like, what do you guys like think that will be?
I don't know.
I don't think about it at all.
To be honest, it'll just hurt too much.
I don't know. Hideo Kojima's going balls.
I'm gonna wait until someone finds out and they can explain it to me.
Hideo Kojima's going balls deep in this movie. Like, there's just so much. He's trying to create like new innovations and new shit. Like, it's like what your cousin said in the last pod video.
It's like a new kind of game.
Like a new concept. Like
a new type, a new genre, maybe.
I kind of like what your cousin said in our last podcast is that what Hideo Kojima said in an interview is that like the concept of a game over, like the reason why there was a
there is no game overs.
Well, like what Hideo Kojima said, like the reason for a game over was because the people who created video games back then didn't know what to do like when you die, so they just made a game over. Like, and you had to start over from a certain point or put in another coin.
Yeah,
like it was the game over thing was just like so you can just put in another coin in the slot machine so you can keep playing. But so with that in mind, what I saw in a video that they kind of dissected the trailer, and like he said like what the thing that he kept on saying in the trailer was like explosions this explosions that. And like how about like when you die, like you don't technically die, you
just start from a different thing.
Like, you start from like
when after you die.
Yeah, and every time you die it leaves like this crater in the earth, and then and they also went on to multiplayer or PvP. And he said like we will all be connected in a way.
That's crazy.
That's scary. It's kind of like
it is
we're
scary.
all bees to a hive and we don't know it. It's
the thing,
scary.
Yeah.
The thing I think we will probably be connected to, like all of us, is through the the umbilical cords that they show a lot.
Oh yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. It's just really confusing though, just to think about that game.
And maybe
like, it's causing so much uproar though.
And maybe whatever like we do in the game, like somebody else could probably see it too.
Yeah. God, that's
like what
crazy.
if okay, think of this. What if I'm playing the game, okay? And all of a sudden a huge explosion comes out of nowhere and leaves a fucking crater. Oh, where the fuck did that come from?
Someone died.
Oh, somebody probably just died.
Yeah.
That is crazy.
Because it's like everything dies and it's all weird.
No, like here's a question though, like, which is kind of like a way for you guys to kind of speculate too. It's just like a general thing. Mm-hmm. What genre of game do you think this is going to be? Because I think
it's going to be like a science fiction action adventure.
I kind of see it like as like a type of survival horror in a way. That's what I kind of see of it. Like still like with sci-fi aesthetic, but like like a more like a survival thing.
Even the title, Death Stranding. I looked this up. What a Death Stranding is like whales or sea life that just for some reason goes onto shore, and it's just like a huge mass murder, like of just like there. It's like the whales and the sea life is just going on shore just to die, and this happens, and they call it a Death Stranding.
Yeah.
So
what if our character itself got swept into something else?
It's not a bad idea.
Yeah.
Because in the trailer, it shows that he dies. then it
And
goes.
then like he's like in
he's
water,
like in water.
and then he just wakes back up like.
Yeah, and then he coughs that shit up, and like what I said with the
And then the
with the
baby's
with the
suddenly
crater with the crater too.
Oh yeah.
I don't know. There's, it's so
so
cool.
It's-
All kinds of shit.
Also, another trailer that
When they announced the game was like there were these World War II soldiers, like World War II American soldiers, they were skeletons, and they were connected through like some umbilical cords to this one guy, and he was like controlling them. What if it isn't like? What if like the concept like with the Death Stranding, like things that have died, like you can use them, like maybe animals
Like
or
reborn?
like soldiers that have died,
Yeah.
maybe from every era, every war that has happened in the
Yeah.
past.
It's just
I'm gonna go even deeper.
That
Fucking
is
dinosaurs.
time. Yes.
Fucking
Time. And,
dinosaurs.
like I know like the main
Time?
key, I know the main key
There's also
with this
time. There's also
is
time.
Is time. Yeah.
Yeah.
Like it's raining time.
It's raining time, yeah.
Hallelujah.
Isn't the name of it called Timefall?
Yeah.
It's timeful. Yeah.
That is crazy.
If it touches you, it causes you to age.
Rapidly.
Causes like other stuff to age too.
Die and like be reborn
Like you remember,
plants and
like
stuff,
yeah,
remember?
like you remember in the video, like it was just
Yeah, like plants were dying and then like growing back up again.
And
Like
then
a
oil-
dead body turns into oil.
that guy's face.
Like it
That
starts
body-
shaking and then like his body turns into oil.
His face was gold first.
yeah,
Then his
that's
started
right.
shaking and he started to turn into oil.
Yeah. That shit was gross.
And then like the one dude, how he like only got hit by a little bit of it and he just got a little older.
Mm-hmm.
That was fucking crazy.
You're I'm gonna just say it. You guys are gonna use dinosaurs. I'm pretty sure. I guarantee.
Like you get to like ride dinosaurs.
I don't know. Or maybe
Throw a
just
bone when the velociraptor chases it.
that'd be pretty cool.
Some Far Cry shit. Yeah.
God damn it. Okay. I want to segue into another game that I wanted to say personally.
I
wish
talking about Berserk. I got so much shit.
I know, like a little later, but I wanted to talk about this though.
Okay.
I wish Bobby was here for this, but I wanted to talk about Kingdom Hearts.
Okay, I don't know nothing about Kingdom Hearts. I'm out of here.
You guys know I
Yeah,
don't
get back
know
over.
anything about anything ever.
What I was gonna talk about though was that like, of course, like when it was gonna actually be released, but also like, in theory, like what other worlds are they gonna show? Because I saw a video.
I want to see Treasure Planet. If
I
I see
want
Treasure,
to see Treasure
if I
Planet.
see Treasure Planet, I'm gonna get the game. I'm gonna get into the franchise. I'm gonna start from the beginning. And I'm gonna get into it.
But Don, get this though. What I heard an announcement from what's his name? Like the guy that made it, Tetsuya Nomura. He like people from his division of Square Enix said, well, like first they did say that Kingdom Hearts 3 was gonna have less worlds than the second game, and the second game had like 12, I believe. But what they were planning to do, since so many people
Stop touching me, Don.
I like your beard.
he's trying to touch his beard. Well, what so many people have been like requesting all these worlds and stuff. You know, like how there's a mobile game of Kingdom Hearts, right? Right.
No.
Well, I mean, like,
Oh, yeah, you're
I
showing
remember, like, I told like Don, and then like, the mobile game is just basically what happens way before any other Kingdom Hearts game.
It's the Keyblade War.
It's the
Yeah, the Keyblade
Origins
War.
Assassin.
It's the Origin
Creed.
Assassin. It's the Origin Assassins for Kingdom Hearts.
It's Keyblade's Creed.
Keyblade's Creed.
But basically, what they announced was that. What the heck? Stop doing the kissing face.
Oh, I wanted to show you the video, like the beep beep.
Oh my.
I found it.
Okay,
God.
we can actually play that during the podcast.
Okay,
I
it's-
don't mind doing that during the podcast.
It's Roblox.
It's Roblox, but like,
Roblox traps.
let me just like say, because this like made me think like, what the hell? The mobile game itself is actually gonna get Disney worlds that aren't gonna show up in any other Kingdom Hearts game.
So no, basically they're not gonna redo any of them.
Well, like the mobile game has redone worlds, but they're gonna bring in new worlds that are only gonna be for the mobile game, not for any other Kingdom Hearts game.
Oh, I see.
Yeah, and what people are like speculating already, like they want freaking Treasure Planet, they want Zootopia, they want Moana.
I want Treasure Planet.
People want freaking The Emperor's New Groove.
I don't think that's gonna make any sense.
Yeah, in a way, but I mean, if they're able to work Winnie the Pooh in it, then
Oh, okay, yeah, that's true.
and like
I mean, there's only so much things you can do in 100 acres.
yeah, it's because like what they did with Winnie the Pooh, it's just mini games, but still.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Stop.
I'm sorry.
Throughout me like talking, like they they just keep making weird faces, and now they're just like looking at each other seductively. Stop.
No, I'm
I wanna-
angry.
I want to fuck you, Ruben. I'm just joking.
Yeah, maybe we may talk
Stop
about
touching
Kingdom Hearts
me.
more
I'm touching your beard.
when Bobby comes. But oh wait, okay, just real quick for Dawn, let's do that.
All right.
What is it? Like,
Roblox traps.
blocks, traps. Oh, okay.
You're gonna get a lot of kid shit, but okay.
Yeah.
Okay, just go down. Keep going.
Oh boy,
Keep going. Yeah, it's stupid.
it's way further down.
Yeah, that one.
Oh yeah. It's
Okay. Roblox traps be like, okay, yeah.
okay.
It's very ear rapey.
I know it is. So, for my sake,
Raise it up.
I don't know if I should.
Because Ruben has to hear it.
I know, but yeah, that's why.
What? I have to go, baby. Sorry. Run away, baby. I have a penis. Hope that's okay with you, baby.
Basically, Dawn has been referencing that so much.
Baby.
With
Have a penis. Hope that's okay with you, baby.
Yeah, but I don't sing that.
I know, but that
Anyways, while we were talking about, I'm gonna go to Berserk again. Okay.
go back to more berserk lore and theories and shit.
What? Well, I've just been telling.
And lore.
I've just been
More
telling
lore.
Joseph about Berserk, and
It is actually really cool. Like I've heard of Berserk before Dawn told me, but like I never saw it. And then like when Dawn showed me like the 3 movies that they have on Netflix, I'm just like, oh my god.
it's mostly the manga. You have to read the manga, but
Yeah.
it's, oh my god, it's so good. It's so good. Basically, there's 3 parts to it.
The arcs, yeah.
There's 3 different arcs so far. The Golden Age arc, which covers the 3 movies cover. The Conviction arc, which is the darkest part, which is like,
It's the meat.
it's the man, like,
It's the man meat.
you're a man if you can read that. And the Fantasia arc, which is like where the 2 worlds collide when worlds collide.
When worlds collide.
Where like everything that's like fantasy or monsters and stuff like that comes into their world, but that's because Griffith, the main antagonist,
Fucking Griffith.
he does that, and by doing that he gets his own country. And what did I tell you about, like, now that he has his own country, what he may do with it?
He may sacrifice everyone in it.
Yeah, because
That's just how he is.
what happened to Skull Knight's kingdom?
Same thing.
Same
The
thing.
same thing.
Same thing. Basically, what I like about Skull Knight, well, Miura hasn't told us yet, but it's been hinting a lot that he used to be a king. He used to be called King Isaac, where they called him the Skull King.
Because he always wore a helmet that was a skull.
Yeah. And what happened was 4 angels came and they took his kingdom and they killed everyone, and it was the 4 godheads.
Yeah, fucking alien brain man, a naked demon lady, the fat flying dude with the glasses, and what was the? Oh yeah, and like the big Buddha that only does the
Yeah.
That's all he does. Oh,
He looks like a He looks like an isopod from behind.
He just looks like Buddha to me.
Okay,
I
okay,
just thought
we'll
he was
call
like a
him
big,
Buddha.
He just looks like a big
Buddha.
demon Buddha.
Or we'll call him Shinpo.
And I'm Shinpo.
But yeah, they sacrificed them.
Yeah.
So probably Void is the one who did it.
Void is Brain Man.
Yeah, Void is Brain Man.
Brain Man.
It's
Yeah. It's crazy.
yeah. It is.
Basically, like how I got you into JoJo's Bizarre Adventure is basically like the same experience of Dawn getting me into Berserk.
Yeah, I heard Berserk is great. Don told me a lot about it.
And if you like Berserk, if you like Dark Souls, I'm pretty sure you'll like Berserk just as easily.
Yeah, that's what I was about to say. Because that's what I love. I love me some Dark Souls, and if Berserk is like anything like that near it, then yeah, I'm pretty much gonna
Yeah.
want to
What
watch
Dark Souls put into their game is what they
got from Berserk.
Berserk. Not story wise, but just like monsters.
Yeah, and character-wise.
Characters like
Yeah.
Artorias.
All that crazy
they
shit.
they copy that from like Guts in his Berserker armor, and in Dark Souls 3, like they copy a lot of stuff from the Conviction arc.
Yeah, that's why I was actually gonna say like your profile picture on PlayStation. I actually thought it was from Dark Souls, and then
No,
I'm just
that's
like, no, that's
Guts.
from Berserk.
That's
Yeah,
Guts from Berserk in his Berserk armor.
yeah. I'm just like, oh my god,
See,
I got that
fooled
wrong
you.
the whole time.
You got that fool.
Psych.
Psych, niggy.
Okay.
Also, like right now, what Berserk's doing is they're copying stuff from Dark Souls. Well, just this one part where they're in Casca's mind, because in her mind, the way she sees Guts is like a dog, because he's basically, when she still had her mind, when she wasn't a potato, she always called him a mad dog. And in her mind, in her psyche, she thinks of him as a dog, like protecting her, because he's carrying her around in a coffin with a chain, like the chains around his neck, and he's missing an eye and his arm, obviously. And every time there was this one part where the Berserk dog Guts, like he wears the Berserk armor. Mm-hmm. And he holds his sword
in his
mouth, going hint to Artorias' dog, Sith, where he holds his sword in his mouth.
That's a crazy ass boss.
Yeah, so they're going hand in hand. Dark Souls copy stuff from Berserk, now Berserk's copying stuff from Dark Souls.
And which arc is it where Guts actually like gets a fucking gun hand? Is it in the
manga,
or is it Fantasia?
Right. Like right after the
first arc?
Right after the Golden Age, like when he's like, oh, I'm woke.
I'm woke.
I'm woke.
I'm gonna run out into a field.
Oh, what happened? Guts, you were in that fucking tornado with Casca.
And
You're out for 5 fucking days.
And he's just like, that was no tornado.
That was no tornado, fam. Oh, but it's okay. I made you some cool shit, fam. Here's a mechanical arm. Look, it has a repeating crossbow. And look, fam, I even put a fucking cannon in there.
Jesus Christ.
Oh yeah, and don't forget this big ass sword.
Thanks.
Literally called Dragon Slayer because it can only slay dragons.
Jesus.
They use it to slay a dragon.
Oh no, I bet.
I like his sword so much. You know what's? Oh my god, his sword is so cool.
One thing that I almost laughed at the end of it was like when he's getting attacked by those spirits in the rain, and then like he sees Skull Knight. And then he just fucking, like, straight up just takes Skull Knight's sword, and Skull Knight doesn't do anything. He's like, yeah, why not just take it?
Yeah. Why don't you, just take my
Take him,
shit.
fuck him, I don't care.
But you want to know what's so cool about his sword?
What?
Because at first, it was just a huge ass sword. Like, people didn't even call it a sword for a while. Like, they just called it a big, huge slab of iron, because that's just basically what it was.
Yeah, like I've seen pictures.
But he's used it so much. He's killed so many demons with it that the blood from the demons and from the spirits like has infused into his sword, that now the sword can kill anything that's supernatural in any way.
Oh wow, that's incredible.
It's so edgy, but I like it. I like it. That's,
Yeah,
he's all like, but how? I'm all like, but it's all like, but how are you going to kill Griffith? Oh, I'm just gonna use my sword now. But it's just a big huge slab of iron. No,
Exactly.
no,
not really.
no, because since I've been killing so many demons, their blood has infused into my sword, and now I can kill anything that's supernatural.
That kind of
That
sounds.
doesn't make any sense. Yes, it does.
Dude, that just kind of sounds like someone who's playing D&D and like he just makes up the rules as he
Yeah.
goes. It's just like actually I can kill anything I want now. That's not how the rules works, Jeremy. To me it does. It's kind of like how like in American Dad where they're doing the Vietnam war reenactment. And he's just like, I got you. No, you didn't. Yeah, I did. It's like, no.
Fucking lying.
It's like, there's no one else around. Come on, let's just keep doing this. It's basically like that.
Oh yeah. With Skull Knight, he gets a new sword too.
Oh.
He does the same thing as Guts does. He just goes around killing apostles and taking their baylets. And what Skull Knight does is he eats them.
Oh, it's
And
kind of like Soul Eater.
He just keeps them inside his tummy. And there's this one part where Guts and Skull Knight were trapped and they had to get out of a cave. And so what Skull Knight did, oh, it's okay, fam, check this out. Oh, magic trick. He puts it inside his mouth. He puts his sword inside his mouth and pops it back out. The sword, like, it's just a bunch of faces from the baylets, like the eyes, the nose, and the mouth. And now what it can do, that's sick as fuck, but what does it do now? Oh, it can slice through time and space.
What the fuck?
Okay. God damn. Just got fucking OP in 1 second.
Because that's what. No, it
That's
makes
how awesome
it makes
Skull Knight
sense.
is.
It makes sense because baylets, what they are, they're like keys to the other world, like to where the god hands live.
Yeah.
So it kind of makes sense in a way. And that's what. I don't even know where baylets come from. Nobody knows. They're just like they're used. Like people find them, and when they need it the most, they form a contract with the god hands, and they give them powers. But in order to give them powers, they have to sacrifice something that they hold dear. And if they do that, they become an apostle. They become more powerful, and they can turn into a monster.
Oh,
It's
Shit.
fucked up. Like, holy shit, Ruben, you don't even know how fucked up this is.
I don't.
It could
You
get
don't
really
even know-
fucked
it
up.
can- like these apostles, what they would, like, when they fight Guts, they would like nothing more than to kill him, eat him, rape him, in any way, shape, or form.
Oh,
Well, yeah, that's
wow.
demons for you.
Okay, that's kind of okay. That's gross.
It's a lot of raping.
Yeah, there's a lot of rape.
It's a lot of rape. Yeah, even in the manga, there was this part where these trolls, like, they kidnap women and they take them back to their cave and they just have sex with them, and then like they give birth to their kids, and that's how they reproduce. It's so fucked up. There's this also one part where like there's this demon king where he uses pregnant women and he dips them in like it's like a demonic womb, and if you put a pregnant woman in there, the baby
becomes demonic.
The baby becomes a demon, and
fuck?
it immediately comes out of its mom's stomach, like rips out of their mom's stomach,
Dude.
and then he uses the mom's corpses and just feeds it to the demon children.
Berserk isn't for everyone, kids. Just letting you know.
It's not for everyone.
Jesus.
It's really messy. It's really gory.
It's messy indeed.
Yeah.
It's not for everyone. I mean, like, no SJW is gonna be reading this. That's for sure.
Yeah, like Ruben, like when we were seeing like the trailer for the Dynasty Warriors game of Berserk, it even said in the trailer that it is the bloodiest Dynasty Warriors game in the franchise. And that is the truth, because I've seen a lot of other Dynasty Warriors games. Jesus Christ, that is the bloodiest.
What Berserk revolves around?
Is blood?
No. What it revolves around, like the story, it revolves around this saying. And I told you this saying,
That,
okay?
yeah.
That it goes, he who fights monsters must remember he does not become a monster. For when he stares long and hard into the abyss also stares back into you. And it kind of goes back to Guts, because since he fights monsters,
Yeah.
he's been doing it for so long that his sanity in his mind, like, it might go berserk.
Oh my
Berserk.
god.
So
There
yeah,
it is. There it is.
There it
You
is.
said it!
There it is. So yeah, it
That's kind of cool.
see?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
want to see that.
Yeah, it is really good. Like the first 3 movies are on Netflix.
All right, then yeah, for sure I'm gonna watch those.
And
Also with like with the whole that part where like for when you stare at the abyss stares back into you, that part goes with Griffith and with Guts, because it's kind of weird when you look at Griffith. He's all wearing white. He's like a knight in shining armor. He looks pretty good. His
almost looks like a
charisma.
girl.
I mean, if this was a fucking Fallout game, his charisma would be fucking 100.
he almost looks like a girl.
He almost looks like a girl. He looks nice, right?
Yeah.
I mean-
and then Guts.
But Guts on the other, him,
He's
he's buff as
and
fuck.
has spiky hair.
Spiky hair. He's all scarred up. He only has one eye, one arm. He's wearing dark armor. He looks like a mad dog.
Yeah.
Goes berserk. But no. Guts is the good guy.
Yeah.
And Griffith, well, he's the bad guy. What Shuriken calls Guts is the king of
Blind sheep.
blind
wasn't it?
sheep.
Yeah.
Why?
The king of, well, you know what a blind sheep is?
No.
Someone who like follows somebody not knowing like
Oh, okay.
who they, like their intentions or who they truly are, like just following them blindly.
Oh,
And that's what Griffith is. Like, he'll use his charisma on you to go for you, like for him to join you, and then he'll eventually sacrifice you. I have no doubt that Griffith is gonna use his kingdom as a sacrifice.
I have
to
no
kill
doubt
everyone.
that eventually Griffith will die.
I don't know. He's pretty OP at this point.
I don't know. It's kind of gay.
It's kind of gay.
It's kind of gay.
Kind of gay. It's kind of gay.
Especially with Griffith and that one old guy.
Oh yeah. I am Griffith. I have sex with old men.
What?
He doesn't even know.
I don't even know.
It's because
No, basically, let's just say, Ruben, like in a time of need and like during the medieval times, I guess guys would do anything to increase their ranks, even have sex with other guys from other teams to have more in their army.
Oh, I see.
That's dumbing it down a bit, but that's technically what Griffith did,
Yeah, that's what Griffith did.
and he didn't like it, but
He
had no choice.
He had to do what he had to do.
that just shows you how ambitious this man is.
Okay, yeah.
That's a little taste of how ambitious and how charismatic he is.
Yeah,
He's really dangerous, very dangerous. I mean,
and he's got.
there was this one night, like, there was this one part in the manga where there was this knight. He just looks at Griffith, like, just one stare, and he started crying. He's like, oh my god, what's this feeling? And immediately he just says, here, take my sword. I want to join you. He's like, dude, you don't even know him. The fuck?
Jesus.
You don't know what he's capable of? You know what he's done? But yeah.
And it's crazy how like something like that would like cause so much of an inspiration to be referenced so much in Dark Souls,
Who, Guts?
like just Berserk in general.
Oh, yeah, Berserk's a good manga.
Yeah,
Also has influence in Dark Souls.
like
Yeah.
I mean,
so much
Bloodborne.
Yes, I know.
Bloodborne.
And Bloodborne?
You know the mark of the hunter?
That's right. Yeah, the mark of the hunter looks so much like the mark of the sacrifice, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Shows you how much they basically Miura and what's his name? The one who created Dark Souls and Bloodborne. Fuck, I forgot his name. They're like best bros.
they good buds.
They're basically Guillermo del Toro and Hideo Kojima. Best, you know how they're best bros?
Yeah.
Basically, these two, they're like best bros.
Okay, I
So,
see.
But yeah, like I guess that's a good way for this podcast to just go in full circle. We started with Bloodborne and Dark Souls, and then we went from like other games and then to manga and anime that led back to Dark Souls and Bloodborne.
but Bloodborne is a very niche thing. Like, not a lot of people know about it. Not a lot of people get into it.
Yeah.
Because one thing I don't like about Dark Souls is the enormous hiatuses that they go on.
Yeah, they're known for
There
that.
was one part where the hiatus went on for 64 weeks.
Oh, jeez.
What, like 2 years?
Yeah.
And we only get one chapter every month. A chapter is probably 8 or 10 pages.
Jeez, man.
But you know you're getting something good. You know you're getting quality shit. You always are. Miura is here to take care of you. He's like, oh, hey, you feeling comfortable? Yeah. You want me to tuck you in? Yeah. You want me to read you some of my new chapter? Yeah. Okay.
Too bad.
Well, too bad. You have to wait a month.
but then like you just look up at him and you just like
Please.
like
But no.
you accept it. It's just like
Oh.
it's like okay. It's
Okay,
like yes,
oh.
father.
Yes, father. Okay. Now wait.
It's like good boy.
Like that. Good boy. JK fam, here's a new chapter. Surprise!
And they just like
It gives me a little bit of a smile knowing that, like, I just randomly figure out, oh shit, a new chapter of Berserk came out, and just a little smile comes into my face, and like, I'm getting something nice today, and like a little present from our daddy Miura.
But yeah, like since considering the time and then you have to go soon though, Don.
One more thing.
Yeah.
I've never cried in Berserk.
Really?
But because people who read Berserk, we don't cry. But oh my god, this chapter just came. Oh my god, it gave me the feels.
As in the words of Chowder, men don't cry, men weep.
Men don't cry, men weep.
Well, crap.
Why are you whimpering? Because she has some memories back.
Oh my god!
It's been 21 years. I'm not even joking. Since she lost her mind, it's been 21 years in our world. In their world, it's probably been like, I don't know, 3, 2, maybe 3.
Shit.
3 years.
But like it's just crazy, like the conversations that we had, like how they're all like, in a way, it's still kind of led with our main topic, which is like
I was
lore and
born
theories.
when she lost her mind. It was 1997.
Yeah, no, you said that. We were both born.
I was fucking born, Joseph. Do you understand how
I
long
was
this
born
has been
the
going
same
on?
year as you.
Me too. Everyone just.
I know. And then there's Ruben.
Oh my god.
Fuck's sake.
Oh my
For
god.
fuck's sake.
Oh my god.
Oh
Yeah,
my
but-
what?
Because I got into Dark Souls like probably like 4 years ago.
Yeah.
And it kind of, I loved it immediately, and my love for it kind of segued naturally into Dark Souls. So
Yeah.
that's how it ended up.
Yeah.
They're like both of them. They're like my main squeeze. It's like
Gotta squeeze them good.
it's like a strawberry. It's like getting a strawberry and getting a banana and making a strawberry banana smoothie.
Okay. It's pretty cut and dry.
Shut the fuck up. I know it's cut and dry.
But yeah, I think that about wraps up this episode of the podcast.
All right.
It was this is another good one. I want to keep doing this with you guys. I don't want to just keep having like guests that I find. I want to have like a good mix of both when it comes to the episodes of this podcast.
It's timing, my friend.
It is timing. Yeah. It's kind of hard for us since we all still have work and stuff, but yeah. And Don's just caressing Ruben's hair. I
Yes.
was gonna say face, but I'm like, no.
He has thick hair.
Yeah, your hair is growing back now, Ruben.
Yeah, fast. You didn't need to get a haircut.
Me too. I mean, look at this. I look like Goku.
Yeah, that's true. But hopefully everyone will see you in the next episode of the podcast. Who knows who's going to be a part of it next time, and who knows which topic it's going to be. But expect podcasts just during the weekend. Again, Don, why? But not every weekend, sadly, because work and everything just keeps us busy. But at least expect these episodes during the weekend. But yeah. But we'll see you all in the next episode of the Randomizer podcast.
Yes.
And we'll see you all next time, everybody.
Bye.
Bye.